Alright, so good evening. This is Jester here with Smock on a JesterCast here for the UNGL Cup #1 Grand Finals between Team KDE and iCF. How are you this fine night, Smock?
I'm very good. How are you?
Yeah, can't complain. Nice and full, avoiding the rain, in and dry by the fire.
That's always good.
So we got Team KDE here, who actually won the UNGL Cup #1 Grand Finals, and this is the game. It was a one-game elimination tournament, and they had 64 teams ready to go, and I think 51 of them signed up, and these guys became the winners over a course of 3 days of playing. So it's a single knockout game, elimination style, and KDE took the cake. So this is the game, KDE and iCF. You want to tell us a little bit about the Hellborn lineup there, Smoke?
Sure. Well, we have Defiler, Slither, Soul Reaper, Fade, and Forsaken Archer. It's a pretty standard lineup. There's nothing really stand out about it. We do have Fade being played, which is always fun. Hani playing Fade, so it'll be interesting to see how that works into the lineup.
Yeah, Hani's definitely proven himself to be quite a capable Fade playing character, as he does seem to rack up a lot of those ganks and a lot of that carry style. Bring these guys a lot to victory overall. KDE, do you think it's #1 team in the world right now?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but they're definitely top 5. Definitely, we've seen Loaded in 5, obviously at the top of the world for a while, but KDE's definitely up there, and this should be a good game.
Alright, so there's the mandatory pause at the beginning of every game, it seems. It's pretty close at least to that. And there goes the pause. So somebody disconnected here. Through all that, we had a little bit of excitement with some illusions in the middle there with Rasta and Hani. Had Slither there trying to set up something. Down at the bottom, we got the Soul Reaper and Forsaken Archer taking on Swiftblade and Demented Shaman. And up top, we got Succubus and Vindicator taking on the Defiler. A little bit of shoutouts there. These guys really like their shoutouts.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, this Fade going mid, I always like to see a Fade going mid because it's a very easy ganker when she gets her level 6. It's hard to tell when she's actually in the lane, so it makes for a lot of movement between the lanes, which is always fun to watch.
And me being a noob had my health bars not on turned always, so I fixed that now. Good use of a pause, I think. I think that's German that they're speaking in the middle there. Which would make sense, I think, because iCF is a German team, aren't they? I think this was on
I think these are both European teams, yeah.
I think it was on a German server looking at the replay info, but regardless, it's all gibberish to me. I only speak English, and that's kind of one of my many faults. But
I speak a lot of different languages, so it's pretty useless.
Well. Here we go. So hopefully, they've all reconnected. They're saying go, go, go. Maybe there's the pause. So we got Slither actually. They're going up the river. Not too sure where he's headed, but
yeah, he's probably just headed to the top lane there to help with Defiler.
Well, we shall see. Defiler and Slither combo with that slow and that wave of death. I don't know. Could be a good time.
It's actually not a bad counter to that Vindicator, who can be really annoying against a lot of different heroes. But so there, if he puts something into those wards early, he can easily counter that Vindicator.
We got a Soul Reaper down at the bottom, dropping like a fly. Look at him go. One more auto attack from Swiftblade, just can't get it off. He's Forsaken Archer getting off a very nice stun on Swiftblade, and Demented Shaman saved his teammate who uses that bottle, comes right back into the fight, and gets hit to remove it. So I thought maybe there would be first blood there.
Well, it's not really surprising. You often see first blood with that Demented Shaman. Swiftblade is a deadly combination, so they did a good job of getting out of that.
Yep, spin, 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 heal, 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 die, 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 right? That's kind of the mantra.
Pretty much.
Defiler's holding her own up there. Slither's kind of doing a roaming kind of charge. He's coming back down to the rune. He's going to camp that out. And bottom's kind of just pushing up the towers. So no kills, 2 minutes in. You always hope for a more exciting game, but we'll wait it out. Handy in the middle.
Well, I'm sure it won't be long.
Oh yeah. I mean, pro games at this level, especially for a grand final match, you're always expecting everyone to pull out the best in their hat.
Definitely.
Alright, so we got Handy in the middle, level 3 with Polywog. Taking the cake in terms to levels. Kinda Handy out-leveling Polywog there just now. And we got Swiftblade doing a lane change into the middle. With, looks like Rasta's going bottom. Forsaken Archer,
Well,
Soul Reaper.
Yeah, Swiftblade can definitely hold his own against Fade, so it's an interesting choice. But he wasn't getting a lot down bottom, so they needed against a double range lane. So they needed a swap.
Even just a small little range with Soul Reaper. Or does Soul Reaper have full range? He doesn't. Oh, he has full range.
Yeah. My
bad. Looks like Dementia Shaman's going off somewhere, probably checking out that rune.
He might be heading mid even. Help out that Swiftblade and let Poly have the solo at the bottom.
So that puts Rasta against Forsaken Archer and Soul Reaper. How do you think that'll turn out?
Well, he definitely won't win the lane against 2v1, but he probably will be. He just wants to give that farm to Swiftblade, so it might turn out well.
Speaking of aggression on the bottom, look at that. Forsaken Archer, Soul Reaper pressuring Rasta here as he just runs away, trying to keep all his hit points, and they even tower diving, and they get the last shot off him in the forest. With skeletal minions, they're giving vision for Forsaken Archers, so I guess that just did not work out for them at all.
No, it's always hard going 2v1.
Hanny even has a lot of pressure in the middle here as Dementia Shaman came up for that Swiftblade combo as you were talking about earlier. But you know, he's holding his own alive and well. Level 5 against level 3 Swiftblade, so obviously not doing super bad. Got Slither putting up some wards at top with Defiler, but overall they're not really leaving their lane. So a little bit of a lull. What do you think of the Rasta or Polywog Priest, I should say, overall in Han? Like, do you think he's transitioned pretty well over since Dota?
Well, I didn't play a lot of Dota, so I can't really comment on that. But I do know that I know. What can I say? But I do know that Polywog is really, really annoying to play against if you get a decent Polywog player. So.
Well, an unsupported Polywog looks like to be a dead Polywog on another gank in the bottom. Forsaken Archer coming around bottom, putting on the poison with those skeleton minions, and a perfect arrow allowed Soul Reaper there to just clean up and get another kill. So poor Polywog, I guess 2 deaths for him now. Just not doing so hot since that lane swap.
Oh. We almost saw Fade go down middle there to a Swiftblade spin, but Slither comes in to support, so he gets away.
Now, Slither is a support. Yay or nay? Like, he's roaming around, obviously not going to be leveling with the best of them since he is spending so much time away from the lane. But enough of that. I mean, look, Dementia Shaman's going down to all this pressure now, especially with Hanny there with his big side swipe. Soulblade there, not Soulblade, Swiftblade there, taking out the Swither as a little bit of revenge, and Hanny just trying to clean up, and he does with another side swipe and a hero stun. Succubus, not very late to the party there, trying to bring revenge, but Hanny takes the high ground, seems to be able to get away from that. No kill on Hanny once again, playing that Fade character extremely well.
Well, that's just a great call by Hanny to stay in there, knowing that he can put out a lot of DPS in a short period of time, so he's able to get 2 kills there.
So that puts him up 2-0, puts Rasta down to 0-2. Always about the balance. So Hellborn takes a 4-1 lead here in this finals match against ICF. Just taking a quick look at the stats. Looks like Hanny's definitely taking the lead with 425 experience a minute, 275 gold a minute, just taking top honor there. And what a stun by Forsaken Archer down at the bottom. Vindicator getting off that Sage's lore, but just not enough to keep him alive. Looks like Rasta, however,